Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is a video for the Sun, Moon, and Rising Sagittarius or Sagittarii. I have two decks that I'll be using for this video. The first one is the Everyday Witch Tarot. And the second one is the Magical Unicorns Oracle. I haven't pulled out any cards for the reading yet, and I turn over the cards once I get all the cards out for the spread. So with this, I'm getting new beginning, but there's a sense of feeling lost, and there's another aspect of family being involved. This could be for people moving. It could be separation in some way. But it could also be integration too. If you're a person that has kids and you're dating or marrying somebody and getting the family to maybe get along or get to know each other and to be a successful unit. Of course, there is going to be some arguments here and there, but overall being able to have a good experience. And this popped out. This is the Six of Wands, and I'm getting this as more of a reversed meaning, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but with this it might be taking it slow. Not rushing into things, because rushing it might cause more problems, or it might be like too much to handle at once. Maybe introducing certain aspects different times and making sure that there is still the respect and comfort there. I'm also getting a bit of a headache. So there could be things that have been going on that haven't been that successful yet. I have 3 cards, extra cards for this reading. The first one is the Death card. Second one is Temperance. And the third one is the Judgment card. This is also the figure on the Fool card. And with tarot, you start with the Fool and you end with the Fool because it has the numerical value of 0. This is 20. And generally with Judgment cards, it's going on another journey and being able to take on a new task. And the World card would be the success and integration and interconnectedness. Then you have Temperance. Temperance is trying to keep everything. I feel it on the down low. I'm feeling like being able to do stuff here and there, but not overdoing it. And then you have the Death card. And I'm also getting finances too. And the Death card, for this reading, it may have to do with endings and new beginnings. Doesn't need to be literal death. This could also be ending relationships, like a friendship. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing, or it doesn't have to be like a blow up of an argument, but in a way where you two are growing apart and it will be best for you guys to maybe say hi a couple of times, but not to be too involved in each other's personal endeavors. And with the one eye open, it looks like there is a part of that may be happening where you're keeping an eye on things, but you're letting things run its course too. Also getting enjoyment. So this could be doing stuff that maybe you are growing and starting to do. I'm also getting holistic. So this could be a healing process for you. definitely more playful energy with this. Even though the Judgment card can be a more serious card, it can be an uplifting one too, and an exciting one. And when you have blueprints, there's so much that you can put into it and plan into it. Whereas before, if you had some stuff set in stone, or you already had like a full-on foundation, there might be some things that you wouldn't be able to add on to it, or it would be too much, or it wouldn't go with what other stuff that's already there. I'm getting rebuilding. And it feels like a slow process. I'm also getting not really wanting to look into things, or not doing any prejudgments with the High Priestess. Keeping things behind closed doors also, not really saying anything, with the lack of communication. But the presence does make itself known. Because I feel like even though there might be not having that type of communication, there could still be some type of knowing. Like if you're on social media and then you're posting every once in a while or frequently, other people could see that, oh, she's just doing her own thing. For the further future, you have the Nine of Swords, which is interesting because in the immediate future you have the Ten of Cups. This one I'm getting high stress, but I don't feel like it has to do with the family unit. I feel like it has to do with something else. But in the future it might cause a reaction to the people around you. And I'll pull out a card for that, which is the Strength card. Nurture yourself. The Present card is the Hermit. And it feels like what's lurking behind the woods, or in the woods. It's the unknowing. It's the part of this time where you really need to think and evaluate what's going on in order for things to run smoothly. It's not, I feel like you don't know, but you're trying to know. And I don't think that you mind it that much, because it might be something that you like. And then I pulled out the Hierophant. The Hierophant is more of a teacher in this, or more the learning process. In the past, you had the Hanged Man, which I don't feel like you're in the Hanged Man position anymore, even though you're in the Hermit position. But I do feel like it's slow movement with the Hermit, because the Hermit goes on its own journey. It carries its own torch. It makes sure that the knowledge is integrated into life experience. And that's what I feel with the somewhat reverse Six of Wands. It's a slow process, but it's simmering. Your headspace is the King of Pentacles. This could have to do with the Nine of Swords, with the finances. But the King of Pentacles is in a good spot. With that being said, I feel like there might be a big investment that has to be done. And I'm getting the Ace of Cups. And it's to be like, remember the dream, remember what we need to do in order to get this done. Also going with the Judgment, already taking the journey with high anticipation, but also understanding that it's not going to be an easy one. In the environment is the Eight of Wands, and that has to do with the hopes and fears, which is the Page of Cups. With this one, I'm getting creating and mindfulness. emotional aspects too. And the color yellow with the paint. That could be excitement and happiness. Then the environment card is the Eight of Wands, which is having to do with integration and putting things all together with the Temperance card. And being able to wrap your head around it. And you see that she has a lot of books. A lot of learning to do. But there is direction to it. It's not just for like, not just doing it just to do it. Then the final card is the Tower. And the Tower is the Karma card. And I feel like this is going to be a good thing for you, whatever you're planning. And I'll pull out 2 more cards to end this reading. Then I'll pull out a card from the Magical Unicorns. And I got the 3 of Swords and the Page of Wands. So a lot of fresh energy. And the 3 of Swords seems like has to do with the 9 of Swords, but in a way that you're working through things and not just letting things go too deep. So I'll pull out a final card. Hello and goodbye. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. So that was my reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you would like to contact me, I have my website where you can leave a comment in the comments section. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.